If you guys have ever watched the Neebs Gaming Twitch stream, then you know I'm not above shamelessly plugging myself for subscribers. And now you can help me do the same thing with the subscribe to CSN shirt. We have it in the normal one and the premium one. The normal one, I don't like to mark things up so you can get that, but that's a nice ass shirt. So you guys should go check them out. Spreadshirt link in the description below. Do it and enjoy the video. Tanks are overpowered. One of the most confusing things I've seen people bitch about in Battlefield 1 is that tanks are too powerful. But have you considered this? It's a fucking tank. It's a fucking tank. It's a fucking tank. It is a fucking tank. Look, I'm all for game balancing over realism, just look at this video here. But with tanks, you need to do it right. Tanks are tanks, and some people think it's unfair that an infantry unit doesn't stand a chance against a tank. No shit! It's a fucking tank! This isn't a game like Overwatch, where you have your little fast infantry people and then you have your tank characters. No, these aren't tank characters, they're real fucking tanks! And they're not supposed to be balanced out against a single player. That's not good game balancing, that's not fun, unless the game's called Paper Tanks Adventure, also known as Battlefield 4. I don't play with tanks too often in Battlefield 4, but I decided to try it out just a bit to remind myself for this video, and what a miserable time I had. It was such a joke. 2 seconds out of the spawn and all I hear is beep 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 beep. Why? Why? A tank should never feel so weak that you're just like, fuck it, I'll hop out of it and attack with C4.
I spotted a hostile tank.
To me, tanks should be used to charge in with the troops and get a hold on an objective like they are in Battlefield 1. But in Battlefield 4, you can never get close enough to an objective to actually help out your team. You have to run away. You shouldn't have to repair a tank every 10 seconds. It's a fucking tank! If a tank is as effective as 2 or even 3 guys, then screw it. Why waste your time with a tank? It makes them pointless to the formula of Battlefield because you are better off just playing on foot. Now, there is something to be said about balancing the frequency of tanks. Tanks should be powerful. In Battlefield 4, they are a joke, and in Battlefield 1, they do feel a lot better. But they can still be defeated with just a few guys working together. Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing them cranked up even more. It's a fucking tank! But a way to balance it then isn't in the effectiveness of the tank, but how often the tanks respawn. MOBA games do this kind of balancing perfectly. With drops and special powers around the map, they have timers on them, and the game designers have perfect control and balancing over the match. It's easier to implement this perfect balance on games that have very specific structures like League. 3 lanes, 2 people in each lane unless you're ganking. Yeah, I know me a little bit of League. But in a game like Battlefield, it's hard to find the perfect balance because of all the infinite different ways a match could play out. That being said, if you make tanks super powerful, limit their spawning to only like 4 or 5 a match. I'm not 100% on what it is right now, but it seems like there's a pretty constant flow of tanks throughout a match. But limiting tanks to only a few a match means a lot of players won't get a chance to hop in one. Plus, if you don't like tanks, you have plenty of ways to take them down. Thank God, not as many as Battlefield 4, but still, fighting them is not that hard. Anti-tank rifles can hit from a super long distance, but since they aren't lock-on weapons like in 4, I feel less cheated when I get hit. That guy way over there placed a good shot and he deserves it, unlike Battlefield 4 with beep 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 beep. And there's anti-tank grenades, K-bullets, and even more stuff in the full game, I'm sure. So balancing in Battlefield 1 feels pretty good, at least to me, and the sacrifices we would have to make going either way would ruin the game for a lot of people. I usually don't like saying people are wrong in these videos because everyone has their own opinion, but really, you're wrong if you think tanks need to be weaker. Get over it and stop crying because you get killed by a tank. Remember, it's a fucking tank! No one is making fun of you for getting killed by a tank, okay? You don't need to make up excuses. Tanks are overpowered, that's it. Yeah, tanks are overpowered. That wasn't a fair death. Tanks are overpowered, guys. Don't worry, we still think you're super awesome and cool because it is a fucking tank. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to get my tank opinion out there. This isn't a very long video, obviously, and let me know if you like this shorter form, just focusing on one little topic, because it seems like there's just a debate going around on YouTube, like some YouTubers say they don't, some YouTubers say they do. It's such a non-issue that it's kind of funny, and if anyone is bitching about it, shut up, you're wrong. Sorry. I don't say that very often, but objectively, you're wrong. Your opinion is in fact false. in this instance. That being said, if someone thinks that my opinion is wrong, please leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think about my whole idea with tanks. Also, if you agree with me, let me know. And just leave a comment in general. Say hi. I'll say hi. I'll do it. I don't know. Also, hit that like button if you want to support the show. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. And check us out on Twitch and Twitter. Go to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Do it, please. I need the tweets. I need them.